Mr. Elmer's Music Club.
All right, if you ever sit down with your guitar and you're like, what am I gonna practice? So this is for you. So 2 parts to this. So listen, too many people get wrapped up in like too many things and you just don't have an efficient system in place. I want you to progress faster than anyone else. That's my goal for you. So watch this. I made this up right before this video. So what we're gonna do 4 C major triads across all 4 string sets, okay? Kind of show you the end goal for this, but first shape C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. Now, if you don't know what a string set is, whenever you refer to it, EAD, we're referring to the open string. So let's just go into this really slowly. If you want charts made for this, drop the word charts in the comments. I will make them for you because I love you guys. All right, now look, EAD string set. So you see this shape, just pause the video and look at it. Now this is gonna be the hardest shape you have to do because you're using your 4th finger, your 3rd finger, and your 1st finger. So it's C, E, G. So you wanna go like this, C, E, G. I'm arpeggiating it, okay? If you want it a little easier, just do downstrokes, C, E, G. Now you move to the next string set, the A, D, G string set, meaning the open strings. Look, C, E, G, get an open string. Now look, think about this. This shape here is different than that other shape because I'm just using my 2nd, 1st finger, 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, A, D, G, C, E, G. Now let's do another C, E, G. So it's beautiful because you're learning all 4 major triad shapes for the 1, 3, 5, root 3, 5 on all 4 string sets. So C, E, G. Now that's one of my favorites of all time. I use this every single day when I play. You'll see all your guitar heroes in pictures. They're gonna be using this a lot. So D, G, B string set, C, E, G. Now this shape we're gonna see again in part 2, so stay tuned for that. Do not leave, I promise this will be worth your time, okay? So this is C, E, G here on the G, B, high E string set. So it's like this. Then you got it here. Then you got C, E, G, C, shanks. But this is why you do this. And another reason I play in acoustic is it's way harder to play in electric. Thicker gauge strings, action's a little higher, you just gotta dig in. So here's kind of the end goal for you, okay? So C, E, G, C, E, G, okay? C, E, G, C, E, G, let's go back, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. Now, if you can move through it quicker, I would say the highest thing you want to get to is this. Flow right through each shape. Again. Okay, so that's part 1. Now, I will tell you this. What I recommend is if you're not comfortable, and I've seen over and over and over in comments, this shape gets a lot of people right here, okay? So just do downstrokes. Now, if you think about this, your rhythm skills are being upped, your muting skills are being upped, all the most important fundamental skills of being a great guitar player, rhythm. So just do downstrokes and mute it. Move through each shape real slow. Let's go back. Now, practice with the metronome, of course. I don't usually use metronomes. I just like to kind of internalize that vibe, that groove. So again, C, E, G, 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 C, E, G. Because I want you to learn the neck. I want you to learn the notes in the context of making music, not just disconnected. Like, you don't want to just learn C's here, 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 and then not understand how it all fits together. Okay, let's go to part 2. And again, if you want me to make charts, drop the word charts in the comments. I will make them for you. Because why? Because I love you guys. Now this one is different. It's killer. We're gonna stay on the same string set. We're gonna stay on the G, B, high E strings. And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move from G to F to D to C. And we're gonna play each triad twice, but different shapes. So for example, here's the first one. You saw me do this on the last C triad shape on the G, B, high E. So this is G triad. So if you look at that shape, I'm on the G, B, high E string set, fret 12, 12, 10. Now this is GBD, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Then we're gonna shift all the way here. We're gonna do that like open D shape. Guess what? This is also a G major triad, but this is a second inversion because we have D in the bass. It's the lowest fundamental note. So we're gonna go like this, G, G. Now think about that, just that little exercise. Why is that such a great practice? technique, because you're gonna have to clamp down with your rhythm hand. You're gonna have to hit things on the upstroke. You're gonna have to have superior muting technique. So you go like this: G, 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 G. Okay, now here's the beauty of this. I said we're gonna do F, D, and C. We're gonna move down the neck towards the headstock, but doing the same shapes. So after we go G, G, second inversion, then we're gonna go right here and play F, F, A, C. Same shape as that first G. It's a 1, 3, 5. Now you're kind of seeing, hopefully you're having a light bulb moment right now. You're going, oh, this is why I gotta know triads. Then we go F, and then we'll go to F, second inversion. We won't go over the notes too much. That's your homework, okay? So F, look, F, F, and then look, D, and then you know this D, this is part of your D open chord. We're just not playing the open string. And then C, and then we'll go to the open chord C. Or if you want to be brave and go high up here, do it. So it kind of goes like this. Let's just move, go. We'll go G, G, F, F, D, D, C, C open. Or like I said, if you're brave, when you go from this, you can go up here high. This is where you gotta just start connecting it slowly. So let's move through it. What could we do? Again, we have to make music with this, but this is a great practice exercise, and it's gonna help you learn how to connect the neck, okay? G, G, F, F, D, D, C, C, or C, C. Okay, you can go back up if you want. I didn't want to overload you with too much. So G, G, F, F, D, D, C, C. Then you could go. Put the whole thing together, both of them. So hopefully you're having some connections by that. So again, this whole video is more of a mindset thing, how to think, how can I develop my own practice? So why don't you do something like this? Let's just bookend it with like a real world idea. We'll take one tiny simple piece from what we just did. So what if we're playing a G chord progression? What if we're going G, C, D, okay? So we're playing G open chord, C to D. What if we grab the C up here, this triad, and do that instead of the C open chord? Meaning like this, G, C triad, D, again, G, C, D. So if you think about what we just did, you have rhythm built in. Rhythm. If you don't have rhythm, you have nothing, right? You have different triad shapes all over the neck. I love this one, and you're actually having to tighten up your rhythm hand. Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of strings. You don't want ringing in there. And like, that is hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to get that. But if you don't practice like this, you're not gonna get it. So again, just practice up. At the very least, you're gonna learn. Maybe you don't know you don't know that this is a G and then this is a G, second inversion, and this is an F and this is an F and this is a D and this. So again, these are all flavors you're gonna want to add to your musical catalog. All right. So, well, you want me to make charts for this? Once again, just drop the word charts in the comments. I'll make it. Stop the video. Look at the shapes. Practice. Just move through the shapes without your rhythm hand. C, C, C. All different shapes. Good. And then G, G, F, F, D, D, C, C. Okay. Don't want to melt your brain, all right? I got Bruce coming over. He's my neighbor. I'm going to give him a lesson. He said challenge him and melt his brain. I think he's probably going to quit guitar. No, I would never make him do that. All right. Drop jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Tell us in the comments, do you have a practice routine? I know for a fact so many of you guys are struggling with like, what do I practice? You get on the guitar, you noodle for like a half hour, which is great. I'm not going to knock that. You're practicing, but you need to have some structure. Build those musical pillars. I literally just made this up. I said, what I can do is some triads. This is killer. Let me do this. All right. Don't stop. Only you can stop you. Where are you watching from too? I'll see you in the next video. Peace.